Hi, in this tutorial we'll be looking at how to create some phasings of in and out using Tyflow in 3ds Max. You might have seen a movie Star Trek where the Starship Enterprise appeared from a time warp, and this is sort of what we are creating. First we'll start with a simple sphere, and we will make this sphere a bit more interesting by giving it some effects, and we will use this tool here called Grabble, and now this sphere looks much more interesting. So from now on, this sphere will be known as the Death Star, and we will start the next exercise by creating a rectangular box, and this box will be used as our phasing in and out element. So we'll just create a simple box here, and just want to make sure that this box fully covers the Death Star. I just want it to be next to it and sort of have it in the middle. Yep, that looks like it's will fully cover it. And we will use the next step, we will convert this box into edible poly. So we select the box, we will then select here, convert to edible poly, and in the selection we will select polygon, and it's pretty much selecting the face that we want to cover the Death Star. So after that we will create a simple animation by hitting the auto key, and you notice that you have this red element that appear, and you know that this is the animation scene. Next we will press set a key, and we will drag it down to 100 frames, and with that we will drag this face over the Death Star just like that, and that's pretty good. And we'll end the scene by clicking another keyframe and click that, and we're done, and we can test it out. And yep, that's good. Next, after that, we are ready to start our Tyflow. So what we will do now is we will place the Tyflow icon just there, and we will open up the Tyflow editor screen. We'll just put it to the side here, and we'll start dragging some commands. First we'll start with birth object, and we would drag a scale into there right here. In scale we will change the setting over here to absolute, and we will change all the x, y, and z coordinates to 0. Once you do that, this one is ticked, and all of them will follow. Next we will add the brick fracture, we'll place it under birth, and we will use this brick fracture to create the phasings. Make sure that it is enabled, and we want this to be, say, 0.1. we have the offset down to 0, and we do this 0.1, offset 0, and we'll have that as 0.1. After that is done, we will in the birth object, we will pick the Death Star, and we don't need to see the Death Star for now. We can click it, right click, and we will hide this selection. Next, we will click on the box, and under object property, if we right click it, we will select by object, and we'll uncheck renderable, and in by object we will tick display as box. So now we will have a see-through box, so that this will assist us in hiding the box. So let's test the animation first. Let's see, yep, the box is moving to where we want it to go. Now we are going to make the Death Star reappear. So we would add a surface test. And this surface test, we'll put it under scale. And under objects here, we will pick the box. And under surface test, we will select the type to be volume inside. Next, we will load another scale, and this will be a separate event on its own. Put it here. We will set the scale to absolute as well. We will leave the scale as it is, and we will connect surface test to the scale in event 2. And now we can have a look at the animation. And there we are. Looks pretty cool. Thank you very much for watching this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned something new.